You are now listening to The Beat Basement, Season 5, Episode 7. This episode will be narrated by yours truly, Swish, because he has had throat cancer before. So and we had on our masks. So some of the dialogue may be a little muffled. Bear with me. Presents The Beat Basement, where you hear from your livest producers, all of them. And this is where it all goes down, where you hear the funky sounds, from the producers that's up and coming to Grammy Award winning, all of them. And I'm your host, Swish, and we going in. Everything going in. Yep. Now, on this episode, man, I got this super producer, man. There's something special on this show, man. This guy right here, man, the real definition of survivor, man, a.k.a. Bane, because you won't never see his face, but you going to hear his beats. On this episode, we have Mr.Pia Classics.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to.
So tell the listeners a little bit about yourself.
Well, this is P. I was born in Africa.
Hey!
People don't know that.
The motherland.
I'm from the motherland, but when I was a kid, my parents moved to Europe, to France.
When he was a kid, his parents moved to Europe, France.
So I grew up in France.
That's dope.
I grew up in France.
That's dope.
And I came to the U.S. in 1999. So it's been like almost 22 years now. Yeah, it's going to be 22 years in July. Mm. Yeah, I've been here since then.
So it'll be like 22 years in July. He's been here since then.
Yeah, man, I've been doing music like early 2000, basically. My cousin used to have a studio when I was a kid in Paris. I was like a baby in Paris. And I used to go there all the time after school.
When he was a kid, he used to go over his cousin's house, who had a studio, every day after school.
And one thing was like, yo, make some music, man. What you doing? You always here. So I was like, all right. So I started making beats. Yeah.
And one day he was like, man, make some music. What you doing? Why are you here? So I started making beats.
He used to have an MPC 60. Like the old MPC. I think DJ Quick, Dr. Dre, they used to have the same one. And he used to have one, like, I used to love seeing that in the studio. So I started making a beat. He was like, yeah, you're doing good. Yeah, keep doing. So that's it. When I came to the U.S., it was just school, man. Yeah, it was school. I was a kid, went to school. And then I was living in D.C. before I moved to Atlanta. I came to visit my cousin. She was going to college here. Came to visit my cousin, and it was during winter. It was snowing like in D.C. like crazy. I came to Atlanta. I arrived at the airport. I had a moon jacket.
He came to visit his cousin who graduated from college here in Atlanta. But in D.C., it was snowing like crazy. So when he arrived here, with his moon jacket on,
Timberland boots, heavy clothes, and man, I came here. It was December, like 22nd, something like that, and everybody had a T-shirt on. I was like, what the hell?
It was like December 22nd, and like, I got off the airplane, and everybody got on T-shirts and stuff, and I'm like, what the hell?
That's not real. This is winter. Sunny outside. I called my mom. I was like, I'm moving to Atlanta. said, yeah, you got to finish school first. So when I finished school, I moved to Atlanta. And I've been here since, man, making music, connecting with people. That's it, man.
That's what's up, man.
That's the story, man.
So he called his mom and said, I'm moving to Atlanta. And she said, you got to finish school first. So I finished school, and then I moved to Atlanta. And so I've been, meeting people, making music, and being here since. How'd you come up with the name?
Oh, my God. That's the craziest story in the world. All right.
Okay.
Listen, it was like 2008, something like that. We used to go to the Royal Peacock every Wednesday. They used to do like talent shows. And at the time, that's when I really started. One of my boy, Mike. So Mike used to work together. He was like, hey, I make beats. You want to listen to my music? I said, okay. I listened to his music. I was like, yeah, I used to make beats too. He's like, really? Yeah, all right. And then he was like, yeah, let's make some beats one of these days. So I went to his place, and we started making beats together. And he used to rap. He's a dope rapper. He and his older brother, they used to rap. So I started making beats for them. And then every weekend, every Wednesday, we used to go to Royal Peacock to do talent shows and stuff like that.
He used to work with this guy named Mike, and they used to do open mics together at the Royal Peacock. And, Mike was like, hey, let's work together. He make beats and he rap. That's how they hooked up.
And then, if you remember, it was around the time Dave Chappelle was like blowing, Chappelle show.
Yeah.
So everybody used to watch the Chappelle show. So one night, there was this guy on stage. I think he came from Florida or something like that. He was on stage. He was rapping, and then he stepped on the cord, the mic cord, and the mic unplugged itself. And then everybody started looking at him like.
This was around the time Dave Chappelle's show had blew up. And it was this one guy up on stage from Florida, and he was rapping or whatever. And when he was rapping, he stepped on a microphone cord, and it came out.
It was silence in the room. And I went, yeah! So everybody started laughing. Dave Chappelle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah! Everybody started laughing. Oh, my God. And they were on the floor. They started laughing. They got plugged the mic back. The DJ was like, yeah, that's it. That's your time. And
by the time they plugged the microphones back up, it was like, okay, that's your time. Sorry.
So, when I came the next week, everybody was like, oh, it's Mr.Pia, it's Mr.Pia. That's it. And then they start. Remember, we're going to VA, we're going to DC, we're going to Maryland.
Yeah. Yeah, I do remember that episode.
Yeah, that's where the name comes from.
Yeah. Who influenced you in the rap game?
Oh, man, Nas.
I mean, just
Nas.
In music, period. Yeah.
Nasty Nas. It's my favorite rapper. Nasty Nas.
Yeah.
There's no better than Nas, man.
Yeah.
There's no better than Nas.
No, I don't get no.
Nas. I like Mobb Deep. I like a bunch of stuff, man.
Yeah.
I used to love Kanye West, man.
Yeah.
I used to love Kanye.
If y'all haven't noticed, Mr.Pia Classics talks a little distorted, but not really. You know what I'm saying? And he has a story behind.
Oh yeah.
This whole thing. So.
Yeah, it's not just an accent. Of course, I have an accent, but I had cancer when I was younger. Yeah, I had cancer. It was on the neck, and it was some cyst. So I went to the hospital for a year and a half. I went through chemotherapy, radiotherapy. So it affected, of course, like the rays and stuff. It affected the way I speak.
It affected his range. the way he speaks.
That's why my voice is so altered, but it's not my real voice though. But I survived cancer, so I'm happy.
Yeah. You heard that? He kicked cancer ass.
Yeah.
For everybody out there, he kicked cancer's ass.
Straight up.
You can do it too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotta stay positive, man. A year and a half, it's crazy, man. It was really crazy. But once you make it, man, it's another. You tend to appreciate life in general. Like that's why, like when I hear a lot of BS, I'm like, it's worse than that, man. It's always worse than that.
How was the fight? Just fighting while you had it. How was that?
It was crazy. I couldn't walk, but they gave me like a wheelchair.
You said you was
like an automated wheelchair.
You said you was like 200. You said you was 200 pounds, right? Before.
Yeah, I was like 180 or 190, something like that.
Buff,
just muscles. I used to play soccer and basketball a lot. They used to call me baby Jordan.
Baby Jordan.
Yeah,
Baby Jordan.
I used to be nasty with this tongue, man. And I lost weight. I'm 140, 42, 43 right now.
You getting your weight back up?
No, I don't think so, man.
You like that?
Hopefully I can get some weight. I try.
Yeah.
But I try everything, man. I can get no weight, man.
You're gonna be like Snoop
There's a
Dogg.
nutritionist out there that can help me. Why not?
You're gonna be like Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all good.
Yeah. So yeah, you say they tried to give you a wheelchair.
Yeah, they try to give me like this electric wheelchair. That I was like, nah, I wanna push myself, man. He was like, oh, okay. So they gave me one. I was just riding around the hospital, like, yeah. I try not to let myself down. It was tough, but we made it through.
Yeah. Was you working out? Was you trying to like do things? What?
Yeah, I was trying to force myself to walk. I couldn't walk. Like my legs were weak.
Was that because of the chemo?
Yeah, weak. Every time I walk, I felt like Bambi or some stuff.
Yeah. How do you think? What kind of made you pull through? What you think? Was you eating right? What was it that like just got that fight in you?
I don't know.
That African blood in you.
Yeah. I guess I used to be an athlete, so I was like, yeah, it's not gonna get me.
Yeah.
It's not.
Where was this at? Where was it? Where'd you get treatment at and stuff?
I went back to France. It's free.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Was you over here when you got it, or?
I was there when I got it, but I didn't know I had it.
In Washington?
I was not in Washington, but I didn't know I had it.
Mm.
So when I went back to France on vacation, I'm like, oh yeah, you're gonna stay here.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. So I stayed there a year and a half. Free healthcare, of course. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Here it would have cost like $300,000.
America, you hear that?
Yeah.
You hear that, America? Free healthcare.
Free healthcare.
Free
Everybody
healthcare.
participate. You pay a little bit, it's free. And even for the medicine, man, like I used to go to the pharmacy. I mean, my family used to go to the pharmacy, pay for the medicine, and then keep the receipt, go to the social service, and they pay you back the money.
Mm.
So pay for the medicine, pay for the hospital. And people get free healthcare through taxes.
Mm.
And they don't tax as much as in the US. People tax a lot.
Now it's the cook up. Time for the cook up. You gotta cook up one of those motherland, straight from the soil, the richest
fufu.
planet. Yeah, you gotta cook that fufu up for us.
Fufu.
Yes, sir. Do your best until you know better. And when you know better, do better. Maya Angelou. Yeah, man. Keep trying. Figure it out. Once you learn the secret, the sauce, then just make it your world. When you know better, you do better. Let's do better. That's my word, y'all. Blessings on blessings on blessings. Peace.